Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright. Told y'all the 212 came all the way out here to Lenox right in front of the train station. I wasn't sure if I was certain or not, but yes. That same bus I was telling y'all about in front of Hollywood High comes all the way to Lenox. All the way to Lenox. That is probably about a 2-hour bus ride. But I'm back on the other side of town, here to pick up my phone. Hopefully it is exactly what I expect it to be, which is a Samsung 9. I don't want no problems. All this time I've been trying to get this thing done. Mishap after mishap, miscommunication after miscommunication, snag after snag. I am finally on this side of town. It took about an hour and a half to get here, just like I said. And it's still got a nice little 30-minute walk, as you guys know. But it ain't nothing for me to take that walk. It really ain't. Y'all know I've done this a million times on this side of town. I was stuck over here in my mind. And I don't miss this place at all, man. I don't miss this place. I do want an address of my own. But I'd be lying if I said I want to move back into this place or anything like that. Absolutely not. I don't even want to get into the building. I just want them to bring out my stuff and let me get right back to this walk on the way back. That's it. Get back to North Hollywood by no later than 3:15. That's what my plan is. It takes that long. That's the only thing about LA, man. It's like my boy with T was saying, you gotta pick what you want to do, and that's it. If you want to do something on that side of town, if you don't have a car, that's what you're doing today. If you got something going on this side of town, that's what you're doing today. Because at the end of the day, that's what it really comes down to. You're not going to be able to have time to get everywhere you want to go if you ain't got no car. That's just the nature of the beast out here. You ain't going to be able to do it. You can make plans. You can tell people you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, but the only time you have is the time that the trains and the buses give you. And your feet walking, that's what it is. And everything's so spread out here. So it doesn't really work like that. You can think it's going to work like that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then no. You're doing one thing. Maybe two. Unless you got the money to Uber yourself all over the place, which most do not. So that's the ills of being in LA. If you're from a different place where you can get from one side of town to the next and everything's over here and you can go over there and you can go to work over here, and that's great. We don't know nothing about that out in LA. Not at all. When what you got to do is in Inglewood, and where you got to stay is in North Hollywood, that's a 3.5-hour trip, depending on how fast you can walk and how many buses you're willing to take. And so that's just what it is, man. Back on the Lenox side of town, hopefully for one of the last times. I don't ever want to be over here again, to be honest with you. Ain't no purpose for me being on this side of town unless I got business, for which I will never have. But that is the situation. I'm over here, gonna get my things, and then slide back out, man. But, you know, dealing with people on the train, everybody want to slide to where everybody else is at. It's all this room to stand, and everybody want to stand right next to me. It was that kind of thing going on the last couple of trips, couple stops. It's like, yo, don't y'all want to sit down or at least move down a couple spots so a man can breathe? But the answer was no. The answer is absolutely not. They want to hold you into one corner. So that's what it is, man. LA is LA, man. If I wasn't from this place, I would have no interest in being here for longer than a nice little vacation. For those who don't like LA, the natives have their problems with this place for real, man. We really do. If you ain't driving, and even if you are driving, you got to deal with the traffic. You could be driving all you want. You may still be stuck in 2-hour, 3-hour traffic. It may be easier for you to take the bus depending on how things go. And it's been that way before too. To where you think you hopping in your car, you got convenience. Hell nah. That freeway is backed up, and your stop is being worked on. They're constantly working on the streets out here. Even though everything is always messed up, they still always working on it. 100% of the time, they're always working on it, but it's always messed up. So Lenox, the whole time I've been living here, they've been working on the same corner. I don't know what kind of scheme they running, what kind of money laundering they doing, but I don't know what they could be building, a spaceship underneath that damn thing. I was over here for 11 years, they're working on the same corner. Whole time. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. So this is just the type of stuff you deal with in LA. And I'm telling you, man, North Hollywood is kind of spread out too. but it ain't nothing like Lenox. When you're trying to get to a train station, you got to catch a bus 10 stops down, that kind of thing. Take 30 minutes to get from where I live to the train station. That's just craziness. But yeah, that's what it is, man. I just want to let everybody know what's going on. Obviously, I want to keep my phone charged. You know, I'm not going to be doing any transfers or anything like that until I get back to the hotel room, calling people and all that other stuff I'll be doing with this phone until then. But we'll see. Hopefully the phone is what it's supposed to be. That's the thing, because there's a lot of ambiguity about what it is they actually sending. One people want to send me a tablet, another want to send me an iPhone, another one is sending me what I'm supposed to be getting. So I don't know what I'm getting. For all I know, it's a tablet and an iPhone. That might be what it is that I'm about to find right here, because they had all kinds of different stuff that you could sign up for, and they tried to confirm me for all kinds of stuff except for what I signed up for. So that's my concern now, is what's actually in this package. My gut is telling me it's what I asked for. Samsung 9, because that's all I want. That's all I need. I'm not an iPhone person, as y'all know. I ain't never had an iPhone and don't want one now. From what I understand, the ones that they got, they need to get back to the drawing board with it, because it's burning people's hands. It's getting so hot. You want to use titanium or whatever the hell that's metal. If you're gonna have overheating problems, you're gonna really burn people. So that type of stuff, like, man, I'm cool. Just get my little Samsung. I've been working with Samsung the whole time. I'm gonna keep on working with Samsung and be good with that. I don't need nothing extra. Never will. So that's how I feel about it, man. Just minding my business on this side of town. Place that I thought I was never gonna leave certain times in my life. I thought I would never leave here. No exaggeration. I thought I was gonna die in this area. Hopefully I still don't. I wanna get the hell up out of here and get back to town. But you know, it is what it is, man. The point is, the Lord liberated me from this nonsense. Everything that had to do with this place. He got me away from it. It didn't end the way I was hoping it would, but it ended, and I was happy about that. Very happy about that. So now, I'm gonna head myself back down to my old apartment, pick up the crap that I need to pick up, and hopefully it won't be a snag in regards to that. Hopefully he's here, he didn't leave, that kind of thing. That would really be a problem for my circumstance if he's not here. So, he said he would be. I don't know if he has another job or anything he has to do in his life that will pull him away from this place. None of my business. But nevertheless, as long as he's here, I think everything will be all right, man. He seemed like a cool guy. I only got a chance to meet him a couple times because obviously he got hired right before I got out of there. I think it was like a week or more he was manager while I was here. Long enough to knock on the door and that was it. Say hi, that kind of thing. So I don't expect any of my stuff is still here. Like my bed and all that. I'm pretty certain they've gotten long rid of that and probably are working on the unit right now. But that is something I really care nothing about at all. If they offered me this place back, I wouldn't move back in. I kid you not. I would be like, nah, I gotta find my way another way, man. I will not be moving back to Inglewood, Lenox, if I have any chance to have my own say about the situation. So that's what it is, man. I'm gonna upload these last 2 videos, maybe make a video on the way back to the train station, but right now there's nothing to really tell, other than I'm back on this side of town, hopefully for the last time. BDF 44, I thank y'all for watching.